Hello everyone, you didn't expect to see me, did you? You expected to go straight to your Draw with Rob video, but don't worry, your Draw with Rob video is coming up very shortly. I just wanted to quickly tell you about the Draw with Rob activity book, which is out now. You can get it wherever you get your books from, so you can get it online or even better from your local bookshop. And it's a really cool book. If you like these videos, I guarantee you will like this book too. It's printed on this special paper that is really good for drawing on. That's right, you are allowed to draw in this book. That's what it's for. You will see it features lots of my characters, your favourite characters from these draw along videos, and I've made you a nice frame to draw your picture in. The edges of every page are perforated, so it's easy to tear out, stick up on the wall or up on the fridge, wherever you want to put your pictures. And it's full of other things to do. There's lots of puzzles and colouring pages. You have to find 10 butterflies in this picture. Do you reckon you can find 10 butterflies? I bet you can. Other things to do, I've started off pictures and you can finish them off. You've got to draw pirate hats on these guys. So there's loads and loads of things for you to do. And as I said, I guarantee if you like my videos, you will like this book. So why don't you check it out now? I'll put a link somewhere in this post. In the meantime, you might want to get on with this Draw with Rob video, might you? So I should stop talking. So without further ado, here's the video. Have fun. And don't forget to share your drawings using the Draw with Rob hashtag. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Draw with Rob. With me, Rob Biddulph. There I am, sitting at my desk. And that's me on the back of the new Draw with Rob activity book. Now, I am a children's author and illustrator. You might know me from my Dinosaur Juniors series. I think this was the second book in the series. It's called Give Peas a Chance. It's all about Nancy who won't eat her vegetables. Maybe you've seen this book here. It's called Sunk. And it's all about Penguin Blue, who is playing at being pirates with his friends. It's a fun one, that one. But we are here today to do a drawing together. Okay, is that in the middle? Yeah, that's pretty good. And we are drawing a really cool animal today, a really, really colourful animal today. I really like to draw animals that give you guys a bit of leeway to do your own thing with them, and this one is no exception because we are drawing a toucan. Now, who knows what a toucan is? It is a kind of bird. It's a really beautiful bird. I think they live in the Americas, South and Central America, I think, in the forests of South and Central America. And they're a really amazing looking bird. Usually they're sort of black and white bodies, but they've got these beautiful, multicolored, huge beaks. And they are really, really fun to draw. So I thought that would be a good subject for our drawing today. Now, just in case you have never seen these videos before, I will explain how it works. Lots of people say to me they don't think they're very good at drawing. I say everybody can draw. It's just a question of knowing the order to do the drawing in, so I can help you with that. So this is how it will work. You will watch me doing a bit of my drawing on my piece of paper here, then you can pause the video and then you can copy exactly what I do. We're going to do it just a tiny bit at a time, so it's going to be nice and easy for you to follow. Then if you start the video up again, I will draw a bit more, pause it, copy what I do, I draw, you draw, I draw, you draw, and then we're going to end up with a lovely drawing at the end of it. So, a toucan, right, let's see, where shall we start? So yes, you will need a piece of paper, you will need a pen or a pencil, something to draw with. It might be nice if you have some colours later on for this one because they are very colourful animals, but don't worry too much if you haven't got any coloured pencils. You can just still shade it in with whatever you're drawing with. Right, let's start, shall we? Right, now this one, I always have my piece of paper this way around, landscape, not portrait, don't know. That's so it can fit on the screen. But actually, you guys, you might want to have your piece of paper landscape because our drawing is going to be quite a long one today. And we are going to start. I want you to put your pen sort of halfway up the page on the right-hand side, and we are going to draw. We're going to go up, we're going to curve around, and we're going to go along quite a long way, like that. So a sort of a curved line that goes into a straight line, just like that. Then what I want you to do, I want you to go back to where you started, and we're going to do another curvy sort of straight line, but this time we're going to go up at a slightly different angle. We're going to go up like that, and we're going to go along, even slightly down, and then we're going to slightly sort of curve upwards like that. But we don't want them to join up, but we do want them to be about 2 centimeters apart, like that. And then we're going to go back again to where we started, and we're going to draw another line. This time it's going to come along underneath that second line we did, quite close to it. It's quite tricky this, you might need to do it nice and slowly. And we're going to go around, and then we are going to join up with that top line, like that. So 3 lines, a curve, a curve, and a curve, like that. And can you guess which part of the toucan this is? That's right, it's the beak. Quite often I like to start with my favourite bit of the drawing, and I think it was a good idea in this case to do that, because the beak sort of dictates the size of the rest of our drawing. Okay, let's draw our toucan's body, I think, next. What we're going to do, we are going to continue this straight line at the top of the beak. We're going to continue it along a little bit, maybe 2 to 3 centimeters, something like that, in a dead straight line. And then when we get to this end, we are just going to curve up slightly, just like that. Then let's add another curve underneath that to make it sort of a little pointy curve. And then why don't we add a couple more of those next to it? One there, and then one underneath there, like that. So it's just like a little tuft of feathers. Okay, then from the bottom of our bottom little feather tuft, we are going to draw a curve. It's going to come out a little bit, it's going to come down, and then we're going to start turning in. And we are going to stop. If you imagine a straight line from where the beak joins the top of the head there, straight line, we're going to carry on to about there in a nice curvy shape, just like that. Okay, so that is the start of the outline of our toucan's body. Okay, the next thing to do is just below the bottom area of your curve, I want you to draw quite a small lozenge shape. I feel like I've been drawing lots of these lozenge shapes recently, but basically it's like a rectangle with rounded top and bottom, like that. And then I want you to draw another one right next to it. In fact, they can share that line there, just like that. So 2 little lozenge shapes there. Then at the end of this line, we're going to do exactly the same. 2 more lozenge shapes, and they're going to sort of touch the end of that line. And these are going to be our toucan's claws as he or she grips onto the branch that they're sitting on. Do you remember I said they live in forests mainly? So should we draw the branch? Why don't we draw the branch next? What we're going to do, first things first, we are just going to draw 2 little horizontal lines about that far apart in between our 2 sets of what they call talons. Are they called talons on toucans? I'm not sure. Then we're going to imagine that top one carries on through that first set of talons, and we're going to draw a slightly wavy line like that. And then this one we're going to do the same, but we're going to make it just a little bit shorter, like that. Then from this bottom one, let's curve down towards the bottom corner of our piece of paper and then head back up like that, so it goes to a sort of a point. Maybe it comes up a little bit further actually than the horizontal line that we drew. And then from there we can join that up to this end here again in a little point, and that's going to be the end of our branch that our toucan is sitting on. So now we need to draw we need to go the other way. So imagine that horizontal line carries on through those claws again, and this time let's take it so we're level with the bottom of the beak, like that. And then let's draw another little branch just coming up just like that into a little point. and then we can continue it off, right off to the edge of our page, like that. Then underneath, we're going to draw a straight line all the way along, right through to the edge of our page. It doesn't matter if it goes a bit bumpy, because tree branches, they're never perfectly straight, are they? They always are a little bit bumpy, so I think that just adds to the authenticity of our drawing. Okay, we need to draw the other part of our toucan's body now. So what I want you to do is just where the lower part of his beak starts curving up, I want you to put your pen there, and then we're going to draw a pretty straight line at a slight angle down, right down to our branch, like that. And then the tail will be hanging down behind the branch. So what we're going to do there is we're going to draw another straight line at a slightly shallower angle than that one. So you can imagine it's sort of bent as it goes behind the branch, just like that. And then again, imagine that tummy, it's coming around, it would go to about there, wouldn't it? So from here, below the branch, we're going to do another straight line, but again, we're going to change the angle a bit. So this one almost goes dead straight down the page, like that, because we want this tail to look like it's sort of fanning out a little bit. And then we can join these two up, but we're going to join them up. I'm going to join them up in a very slight curve, like that. Okay. So we have pretty much finished the outline of our lovely toucan. I'm going to change my pen from my Kuretake brush pen here. I'm going to just choose a slightly thinner pen. It's still a Kuretake pen. Lots of you are interested in where I get my pens from. Kuretake. This one is called the Mangaka Flexible. This is the one that when I do book signings, I always use these to sign my books. Okay, so now what I want you to do is we are going to draw the wing of our toucan. Now this toucan's in a strange position. He or she is sort of, their body is pointing that way, but they've turned their head back to show off their beak. So their tummy would actually be around here, which means their wing would be on this side of their body. So this is how we're going to draw the wing. Come on, Rob. Come on, Rob. What we're going to do, we're going to put our pen about 2 centimeters from where the branch is, and we are just going to come out and we're going to draw basically a semicircle shape like that joins up with the lower part of the beak. And then we are going to add a few more semicircle shapes inside that one. Just like that. They get gradually smaller and smaller, a bit like a sort of rainbow on its side, like that. And that is how we are going to draw our toucan's wing. Right, do you think we should wake our toucan up? I do. We need to give him or her an eye, don't we? So right next to the beak here, right next to where the sort of the smiley bit ends, we are just going to draw quite a small circle, about that sort of size. There. That's going to be the white of our toucan's eye. Let's draw a pupil, shall we? Do you remember I always say this? Not quite in the middle, just slightly off to the left. Draw a nice little pupil like that. Makes it look like he or she is looking straight at us. Let's give him or her just a couple of eyelashes like that. 3, I think. There we go. And while I've got this thinner pen here, I'm going to add a few leaves here. I think I'm going to sort of add this shape. Leaf. I'm going to add 3 to that little branch. Let's add another 3 down here to this one. We don't need to add many to get the idea across, and we'll add a couple of smaller ones because I didn't leave much space there, did I? Just to the end of that, like that. And that just gives the impression, it just confirms the fact that our toucan is standing in a tree. It's just a very simple way of saying tree, just with a few little shapes like that. Okay, we're getting towards the fun bit now, the colouring bit. So, this is what I want you to do. Anything you like. Basically, toucans, they come in all sorts of different colours. I mean, usually their bodies are black and white. I think they sort of have a bit of a white tummy. I think I'm going to draw a bit of a white tummy. But they have these sort of strange sections of different colours on their feathers. You know, some of them have sort of yellow patches around their eyes, but then some of them are blue and green. I was looking online at a few pictures of toucans, so you can maybe have a look online if you've got access to a computer. Have a look online and look at all the different colourways. You'll see there really are all sorts of different colours. So the great thing about this drawing is there is no rules. Do whatever you like, any colours. The one thing I would say is their beaks are always, pretty much always, multicoloured, strange patterns and things all over them. So you know what? I want you just to have fun. Do whatever you like. I really can't wait to see these particular drawings. I am going to go into super speed mode to colour mine, so I will see you back here with a fully coloured toucan drawing in about 30 seconds or a minute, something like that. Okay? 3, 2, 1, let's go. So there we are, there's my finished toucan. And I've been quite restrained with the beak. I've kept it mainly sort of that yellowy, goldy, orangey kind of colour, but then I just added a really nice little rainbow stripy pattern. I'm a sucker for a rainbow stripy pattern. But you know what, I cannot wait to see what you guys have come up with. Maybe some of you have done star spangled beaks or just like gone crazy with watercolour paints or something, I don't know, but I really can't wait to see what you've done. Don't forget, very important, we need to sign our drawings. I think I'm going to sign mine over here today. I'm going to write my full name today. There we go, Rob Biddulph. There we go, sign my drawing there. Don't forget to sign yours. And when you've finished, get somebody to take a picture of your drawing, and then you can post it on social media using the hashtag #DrawWithRob. That way I will get to see it. If you're watching on Facebook, you can just paste and comment, paste your picture in the comments below, and you can write me a little message. Hopefully I'll get to see it then. And who knows, your picture might make the grid. What else have I got to tell you? Oh yes, if you're watching on YouTube, please press the subscribe button there. The more people that see these videos, the more people that get to do fantastic drawing work. So that would be fantastic. Can't wait to see your drawings. I hope you've had a nice time drawing this toucan with me today. I've really enjoyed this one. I'm going to see you very soon for another Draw with Rob video. In the meantime, I want you all to take care of yourselves, okay? Deal? Got it? Fabulous. See you soon, team. Bye-bye.